What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So yeah, you guys smash that like button and subscribe. And yeah, man, I'm gonna be talking about you know Ryan Garcia and a potential opponent and Adrien Broner, you guys. But we're going to talk about some other things as well on this live stream. Smash that like button, like I said. Continue to smash that like button. If you have, numerous accounts, just keep smashing the like button. Just get it up. But but yeah, man. Adrien Broner and Ryan Garcia. That's a fight that could possibly be, could possibly happen. To be honest, I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities for it to happen because what I'm trying to tell you guys is that right now, Adrien Broner, you know, obviously he's with Don King. We know he's with Don King. Smash the like button as soon as you guys come in. We know he's with Don King. We already know that Adrian, the problem Broner, left Al Heyman and went to Don King. I know a lot of people at home are scratching their head like, what in the fuck? Yeah, it's a lot behind that, but to make a long story short, Adrian Broner, I'm not even gonna say he burned any bridges, but let's just say they don't work together anymore. You know what I mean? And it's looking like Al Heyman's fine with that. You know what I mean? To put it lightly, you know. So I just think now, and Adrian Broner's finding more ways to hustle. It's more ways to skin the. It's numerous ways to skin the cat, and just one way. So he's working on getting everything straight on his end. Money wise, and Don King, I guess, is quote unquote helping him out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how much helping Don King can do, but I mean, hey, he's fought once with Don King, so and he's still with him. I guess Adrian Broner must have gotten paid, for the first time that they were, together and stuff like that. He must have gotten paid, man. But right now, man, Adrian Broner, I mean, he's been in a lot of different fights. I mean, the guy's been around for a long, long time. Um, over a decade. Adrian the Problem Broner's been fighting for over a decade, you guys. We've been seeing or hearing about the Problem Broner for over a decade. He's a name, he's a face. Ryan Garcia at this point in his career wants a name and wants a face. You know? If Ryan Garcia could stop Adrian Broner, that'd be huge. That'd be big. Because Marcus Madonna couldn't even do that. And a lot of people hold Marcus Madonna to a higher honor than Ryan Garcia. Let's just call a spade a spade. I mean, shit, Ryan Garcia hasn't even been a world champion yet. You know what I'm saying? Like he's still never held a strap. Pause. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just a fact. He's still looking to be a world champion, you know? And right now, man, Ryan Garcia at this point in his career, man, you know, he's got to get names. And why not Adrian Broner, in my personal opinion? You're talking about Pitbull Cruz. I mean, I guess, you know, Rolly Ramiro would have been a good matchup, but it seems like y'all two ain't gonna work out. So, it's looking like, you gotta choose from some of the guys at 135 or 140. And to be honest, Ryan Garcia is not trying to have that big of a threat, man. And I feel like the problem Broner is not a big threat, but we just don't know what problem we're gonna get. You know what I mean? Are we gonna get the problem like, damn, this motherfucker got a problem with not throwing enough? You know what I mean? Or we gonna get that problem where it's like this motherfucker's a problem. He could possibly stop Ryan. You know what I mean? To be honest, I think that the problem Broner stopping motherfuckers is gone. Unless it's at 135 or a catch weight of like the 138, possibly 140, but he definitely ain't stopping nobody at 147. And you better not even think about going to 154 because it's lights out for you at 154 for sure. Um, but he can still box. Adrian the Problem Broner can still box. He's still a good boxer. Um, and I think he could still cause Ryan Garcia some type of problems if he's able to actually, have an offense and actually show what he's capable of doing and letting his hands go, letting his punches fly, letting his combinations go, you know? And I mean, that at this point in his career, you know, do that, you know? Can he do that? Can Adrian the Problem Broner at this point in his career, can he fight a guy like Ryan Garcia and win? And win though. Fuck just being there. Can you win? We didn't see you win against Manny Pacquiao, Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? You fucking didn't even barely showed up for that joint. That joint was crazy. The offense was super low. Um, and we didn't, I feel like Adrian the Problem Broner, we haven't seen him since DeMarco or something like that, at 135, But as far as him fighting Marcos Madonna, should have got Marcos Madonna the Mayweather fight, But as far as Adrian the Problem Broner, Marcos Madonna, tried to punish this dude. You know what I'm saying? And he might still have lingering effects from that fight. That's how damaging that fight was. That was you guys gotta understand that didn't end in a knockout. Adrian Problem Broner got hurt early and was fucking and had heart and determination to get him to round number 12. A lot of motherfuckers would have got stopped in that. Look at Chris Colbert, you know. I'll hold Adrian the Problem Broner to a higher standard than Chris Colbert at this time in his career. Because at this point in Chris Colbert's career, I like him. I think he's an awesome fighter. But I just think that, he's been talking a lot, but we haven't seen what he can do. You know? You beat Ryo, I mean, then you came back and you shit the bed. You know? You came back and you shit the bed. So I want to see what he can do. I want to see if he can still, perform at that high level, man. You know, can these guys still perform at a high level with a lot of competition out there? You guys got to understand. Right now, there's a lot of competition. At 140, some of the fighters from 135 moved up to 140, a la Teofimo Lopez, a la Devin Haney, and the list goes on. I don't think Lomachenko's going to go up to 140. So I think that Adrian the Problem Broner and Ryan Garcia, they're safe at with that. I don't think he's going to go up to 140. Um, because I think Lomachenko beats Ryan Garcia. Right now in Lomachenko's career and seeing what I've seen, I think that right now, I think that Vasil Lomachenko can beat Ryan Garcia. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up. Please, let's get these likes up. But I'm not saying that Ryan Garcia isn't a good fighter. I'm not trying to say that. But what I am saying is, what you got to do a lot more, man. And you got to fight a lot better of opponents, man. The opponents that that Ryan Garcia has been fighting as of late, man, have been some as I mean You fought Javante Tank Davis. Nobody. I didn't think you were gonna win. I put money that you weren't gonna win. You know what I mean? I'm just stating facts. I'm not trying to come at Ryan Garcia or just single him out, but I look at Rolly Ramiro and Ryan Garcia in the same breath. Like I feel like both of these guys are what Charles D was happening, man. We burning tonight, man. You already know what time it is. 3 for 3, man. 3 live streams, 3, 4 in the morning. It's come on, man. We getting to it. But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia at this point in his career, man, I want to see him against top guys, man. It's looking like he's not gonna get a top guy, you know, right now. It's looking like he's not gonna get a top guy. So it's like, we're waiting on Ryan Garcia to see what he's gonna do. We're waiting on Javante Tank Davis to see what he's gonna do. They're talking about Javante Tank Davis and Frank Martin fight now. Now they're talking about that joint. Now that's a whole nother fight that I ain't talked to y'all about, man. They're talking about this guy, Ryan Garcia, who beat this guy, Ryan Garcia. We're talking about this guy, Javante Tank Davis, excuse me, that beat this guy, Ryan Garcia, you know, fighting Frank Martin next. Frank Martin versus Javante Tank Davis, man, is a damn good fight. Yeah, I think that Javante Tank Davis, I mean, you know, yeah, they say that Javante Tank Davis hurt, you know, Frank Martin in sparring. Um, I know a lot of people want to, say stuff about that, and they talk about that, and they say that Frank Martin, got hurt badly by Javante Tank Davis when they sparred. Um, and it's looking like, to be honest, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. They're saying Javante Tank Davis hurt Frank Martin in sparring. They're saying Javante Tank Davis um hurt Devin Haney in sparring. Smash that like button, man. Can we please get these likes up right now? Crypto Colors, what's happening, man? What's going on, Crypto Colors? What it do, baby? Smash that like button, man. We burning tonight, man. Y'all just caught the live stream. I just started this puppy up. Smash the like button, man. Let's get it. Um, but yeah, man, they're talking about Javante Tank Davis versus Frank Martin. Okay, that's what they're talking about now. They're talking about possibly putting him in there with another Al Heyman fighter and Frank the Ghost Martin that's trained by, what I'm saying, Charlo's. Him and Charlo have the same trainer, and Derek James out there in Texas. You know, Frank Martin is training out there in Texas, and he signed under the Earl Spence, you know, banner. He signed to Earl Spence's, you know, um, I was gonna say label, fuck, like what I'm talking about a rapper or something. No, he signed to Earl Spence's promotion company. Um, but yeah, smash that like button, man. Let's get these likes all the way through the roof, man. We turning up tonight on a Tuesday. Excuse me, Tuesday morning. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, man, I just think right now, man, you guys gotta understand right now. I mean, who else does Javante Tank Davis fight? Right now. He's beat. I mean, he can fight Devin Haney next. You know, but we to be honest, realistically speaking, you know, I want to see that Devin Haney versus Javante Tank Davis fight as much as you guys at home and girls at home and women at home want to watch the fight. You know, I want to watch Devin Haney versus Javante Tank Davis, man, just as bad as you guys do. You know what I'm saying? Don't you guys want to see Devin Haney fight Javante Tank Davis? I want to see it. You know, I loved when I seen Devin Haney versus Vasil Lomachenko. That was a really good fight. I really liked that fight. That was an awesome fight. Could have went either way, in my personal opinion. Smash that like button, y'all. Let's get these likes up. But Devin Haney right now, man, is is climbing up the ranks, man. He was undisputed champion at 135 pounds. Um, he's already a champion at 140 pounds. So he's a two division champion already. Um, and he's under 26 years old. You know, Devin Haney's under 25 years old. So, he's pretty young, and he's doing it young. But this is when you do it. This is when you make a name for yourself. This is when you say if you're the best, you fight the best and everything like that, man. Um, Jannard Hill in the chat salute says, Corey, I haven't watched you in years. I lost track of your YouTube channel, but you were right about Usyk. He is a really good fighter. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. You guys know I've been talking about Usyk on this channel for years, man. For years. And we're still here. He's still undefeated. He's still the number one, heavyweight champion in the entire world of boxing. But I said that he was gonna be the best. I said nobody could fuck with him at heavyweight when Usyk was at cruiserweight. Facts. I mean, go back and look at my live streams, you guys. It's like we were in a time capsule. I talked about Inui 5 years ago. I talked about Usyk being the number one champion, and cruiserweight and heavyweight 5 years ago or more. I talked about Inoue, being a force to be reckoned with anybody and being the top pound for pound fighter 4 to 5 years ago. I said that. You know, um, I said about Arthur Betterbeef. I came out with a video. I was just looking at it the other day. I came out. I just want to go down memory lane real quick. They brought it up. Shout out to Hill in the chat. You know, I was talking about when I had made a video of Arthur Betterby being the most avoided fighter in boxing. I made that video 5 years ago. Facts, you know? And it's like, yo, I've been talking about these guys that motherfuckers are just now giving credit to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been talking about these guys, and all three of those guys that I was talking about heavy 5 years ago, all three of them are still undefeated right now. Facts. Smash that like button, please. It's Tuesday. Let's get it. And it's just like, come on, man. Like, motherfuckers just catching the wave right now. Late as shit, man. But hey, I guess better late than never, right? Arthur Betterbe's 38. I was talking about Betterbe when he was 30. You know what I mean? 31, 32. You know what I mean? Shit. Probably younger than that. But he says, Jannard Hill in the chat says, I thought you was tripping when you said Usyk was going to come from heavyweight and you mean come from cruiserweight to heavyweight and become champion. I thought he was going to be too small. You got to understand, man. You got to know movements. You got to know the fighter's IQ. You got to know the fighter, you know what I'm saying? How dedicated are they? I take all of these factors into consideration when I'm really talking about a fighter. You know what I'm saying? I don't just say shit just to say it like some of these other channels. They just regurgitate what everybody else has been talking about. Earl Spence, Terrence Crawford, Wilder, Charlo twins. Fuck, it's way more in the sport of boxing than just fucking five guys. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I try to bring light on these type of guys, like Eastern Europeans that are actually good. You know what I'm saying? That are actually great. Excuse me. respectfully. You know what I mean? Archer Betterbeeve's the great. You know what I mean? Alexander Usyk's the great. You know what I'm saying? These are Hall of Fame guys. You know what I mean? And if Betterbeeve beats and stops Bivol, which I think he's gonna do, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting fucking money on it. Bivol is no way he's gonna be able to stand in that kitchen for fucking 12 rounds with Archer Betterbeeve. Dude's T1, not T2 Terminator, T1. All right? When Arnold Schwarzenegger was on all bullshit. Hey, yo, I'm up Tuesday, man. 4:42 a.m. Eastern time. Smash that like button. The game, Crypto Color says the game now is the best boxers fight in their late 30s so they can cash in as many checks before they fight each other. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, look how long we had to wait for the Crawford versus Earl Spence. We waited some years for that, man. Shit, I was talking about that fight 4 or 5 years ago, man. Um, but shit, I was talking about that fight after, before um Terrence Crawford beat Jeff Horn. Before Terrence Crawford beat Jeff Horn, I was already talking about. I was like, man, I want to see Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford fight. And then they finally fought. And then I told you motherfuckers, go check. See, all the beautiful thing about YouTube is you can always go back and check if a motherfucker's lying or not. You know what I'm saying? I picked Terrence Crawford. Not only did I pick Terrence Crawford, I put money on Terrence Crawford. So don't even play with me with that joint. Let me get that out the way now. You know what I mean? I already knew he was gonna be Earl Spence. Come on. You know what I mean? And no disrespect to Earl Spence, but the guy was in a fucking car accident. Like, come on, man. Like, and then like, bro, bro. You know, it's fucked up, man, because we don't know what type of fighter Earl Spence was gonna truly be if it wasn't for that. You know what I mean? I think that took a little bit out of him. Could have took a lot out of him. I'm just saying a little. You know what I mean? And in boxing, when it's this close and the fighters are this good, you know what I mean? That little bit that you're lacking, whether it be, your cardio, your wind, you know, your vision, which they're saying he couldn't see. Um, just the head blunt, just the head trauma alone, you know, and then you're a boxer, so you got to continue to take, blows to the head and stuff like that periodically. So it's like, Earl Spence, man, I couldn't see him winning that fight against Terrence Crawford. I'm sorry, you know. Bud is way better than Spence, regardless of Spence getting into a car accident. Bud is the Iceman, Corey. Hey, man. I mean, Bud is good. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna take anything away from Bud. Bud is good. You know what I mean? But I just really think that car accident, man, changed the trajectory. You know what I mean? A little bit. And like in boxing, maybe all it takes is that little bit of extra oomph, or you or some of that oomph is taken out of your punches now because of the car accident. How do we know that that whole situation Spence went through? I mean, he had to get whole new teeth. His teeth were gone. You know what I mean? Like, this was a fucking dude. Like, I don't think y'all understand, man. Like, dude, it was wild, man. You know what I mean? And to come from that, to even fight a guy like Terrence Crawford is remarkable in my eyes. Even though I was picking Terrence Crawford to win, because I tend to think with my pockets. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm thinking with my pockets, man, I'm thinking better, man. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you guys, man. Um, yeah, I mean, he's saying yo, Corey Spence could not beat Bud even if he had four fists. LOL. Yeah, but I mean, right now, I don't know. I just think Spence was, he wasn't. I right now, this particular time, I just think Spence, man. I don't think he's gonna win the rematch. I really didn't like what I seen out of the first fight. To be honest with you guys, I just didn't like what I seen. I feel like I didn't like what I seen, man. No, not out of that joint. Not out of what what we thought Spence was, or what some of the people hype Spence up to be. You know, no, man. I just would have thought that Spence versus Crawford fight. I was thinking it was gonna be a little bit, more close than that. But Terrence Crawford came in there and was like the demolition man. I mean, he, he set his punches up. He calculated them right. He did a lot of things that a lot of people didn't think he could do. You know what I mean? But I put my money on him. You know. But yeah, man, that's Terrence Crawford. Now Devin Haney's talking about fighting, Terrence Crawford, which is even more crazier. Terrence Crawford's talking about fighting. Um, excuse me, Teofimo Lopez. Well, yeah, it's Devin Haney too, but Teofimo Lopez was talking about fighting Terrence Crawford. Teofimo Lopez coming from 135, never even fought at 147 before, and is fighting at 140 currently right now. And so he's calling out Terrence Crawford currently at 147, possibly moving up to 154 to fight Earl Spence in the rematch. And but fucking Crawford has more is thinking a whole different way, man. Crawford is thinking that he wants to fight Canelo at 168. So he's not even taking these guys that's at a lower weight division that wants to fight Terrence Crawford. He's not even taking them seriously. You know what I mean? He's like, dude, I'm looking at bigger fish. The one of the biggest fish in boxing is Canelo, if not the biggest, especially from a financial point of view. Canelo could be the biggest. Mason in the chat, what's happening, man? What's going on, Mason, in the chat, man? How's everything going with you today, man? It's a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. On a Tuesday. But yeah, man, I just think right now, man, you know, you like I keep telling you guys, man, you know, Terrence Crawford is special. You know what I mean? And I know you guys probably heard of other guys being special before, and doing special things, and you know, beating special fighters and stuff like that. But Terrence Crawford is special. You know what I mean? Because he can go to that place where a lot of fighters I feel like can't go. Not saying it's a dark place, not saying it's a place that very few men can go to. You know what I mean? I mean, all men can go there, you know what I mean? But it takes the certain level of an athlete to have super tunnel vision. Even when everything's going against you in lightning fast speed. You know what I mean? You're calm as fuck under pressure. You know what I mean? Literally, you're in a sauna and it's like 250 degrees in that joint. You know what I mean? 300 degrees or whatever. It's super hot. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford is the type of motherfucker in my eyes that'll be the last motherfucker in there. You know what I mean? No matter if it's gonna hurt, you know what I mean? That's the type of guy. Music strikes me as a guy like that. Okay? Better Beef strikes me as a guy like that. You know what I'm saying? Inoue strikes me as a guy like that. You know what I mean? And Crawford strikes me as a guy like that. Like these guys are superior athletes, but they have the tunnel vision. And I just think Crawford, even with all the fighters I named, his is just different because, and I'm not saying he's different like a whole lot better. I'm just saying different, meaning like even when he has tunnel vision, he makes split-second decisions so quickly, man. And that's what a lot of boxers do. But I just feel like Crawford's level to do that is a little bit more advanced than the rest of the fighters that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? In his weight class. Um, Jerron Boots Ennis is, he's quick and he's fast and he looks so good and everything's shiny about, Jerron Boots Ennis. I mean, he passes all the tests. I mean, everybody has, he's passed all the tests that's came in front of him so far. Um, but I just think fighting Crawford at this point in his career is a different beast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Jerron Boots Ennis don't want to fight. I'm not saying that Terrence Crawford don't want to fight, but I'm just saying if Jerron Boots Ennis and Terrence Crawford were to fight tomorrow, if they were to fight tomorrow, I would pick Terrence Crawford. If they were to fight, Jerron Boots Ennis and Terrence Crawford were to strike a deal, and Earl Spence is gonna wait, and fight the winner. You know what I'm saying? I mean, these are all possibilities that are very possible in boxing. You know what I'm saying? Jerron Boots Ennis is with PBC. Terrence Crawford with PBC. Earl Spence, more importantly, with the rematch clause, is with PBC. Smash that like button and subscribe, you guys. Come on, man. Stop playing with the kid. But I just feel like right now, man, Terrence Crawford is numero uno. You know what I mean? When it comes to the welterweight division. Hell, Terrence Crawford is numero uno when it comes to 154 as well. And I'm not trying to disrespect any of the champions. I'm not trying to disrespect any of the champions. But when you're this special and when you're this good, you have to be rewarded for that. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that he will, when he goes to 154, he will take on Tim. And I think that he will, he could possibly stop Tim. You know what I mean? Tim is a very, very, very good fighter. I'm not taking anything away from Tim. Tim Zhu, if you guys are wondering, the son of Costa Zhu, and, very good fighter. Beat Zab Judah and, won a couple titles and won a bunch of titles. And I don't know. I just think right now, Tim, you know, he's an awesome fighter and all of that, but he's still young. He's still, growing. And I just really want to see if Tim can really, you know, if he can really be like that against top guys. And Terrence Crawford is a top guy. I mean, shit, hell, Terrence Crawford even get the 147-pound strap. He had to beat damn near a 154-pounder to even get the fucking strap. Because Jeff Horn was a big 154-pounder. Facts, man. I mean, excuse me, 147-pounder at the time. Facts. You know what I mean? He was one of the biggest paws. You know what I mean? 147 pounders there was in the world. I mean, this guy was, a lot bigger than his opponents. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he dwarfed, Manny Pacquiao. I mean, he was a lot bigger than Manny Pacquiao, when they fought. So for Terrence Crawford to not only stop him, but to make him look like that, it just shows the type of fighter that that Terrence Crawford is, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and you guys got to understand, if you think about it, Terrence Crawford has the ultimate underdog story. You know, he's got the ultimate underdog story. You know, Crypto Color says, Corey, when you go live, click and edit video and go to monetize and turn it on so you could get more money like that. No doubt, bro. Corey, I have to get this off my chest. The only reason why I stayed with my girl is because she got a big butt and she know how to cook. Shit, I feel you, man. I'm about to eat now, man. Shit, I'm starving. I'm starving like Marvin. Take this shit out the oven. Yeah, man, I'm about to eat now, man. But yeah, man, I had to talk to you guys about a couple things today, man. But Adrien Broner fighting Ryan Garcia. That's that. I don't think that's out the realm of possibilities. I mean, shit, hell, look at Oscar De La Hoya. I mean, shit, who can? I mean, that's another thing too. Like, who can Ryan Garcia fight? And that's not on the PBC. You know, that's not with the PBC. You know, you got to think about that. Because Ryan Garcia and is with Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya does not work with every promoter. I mean, I know he says he will and stuff like that, but I don't know. I mean, it's just some of these promoters are, kind of shaky. You know what I mean? And what I mean by that is, like, they'll say they'll work with any promoter, but then the fight won't get done. Period. Facts. And then the fight won't get done. So I don't know, what the holder was with the Rolly. You know what I mean? I don't know, what happened with the Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. I would have loved to seen that fight. Ryan Garcia, I think, versus Rolly is a good fight. You got a power puncher versus a boxer puncher, and that just had fireworks written all over it. I think you could see, multiple knockdowns in that fight. I just think that would have been a fan friendly fight. You know, shit, Pitbull Cruz versus Rolly would be a fan friendly fight. I think there'll be fireworks in that fight too. Um, Not so much Ryan Garcia versus Pitbull. I mean, yeah, Pitbull might be able to surprise him here and there, but I think that risk and that reach and distance will keep, Pitbull at bay. Um, but yeah, man, I got to get some food in me, man. I'm hungry as I don't know what. I'm going live again tomorrow, you guys. So we're going 4 for 4 for tomorrow, man. This is 3 for 3. It's 5 a.m., man. But But yeah, man, hopefully you guys, love what we talked about tonight, man. And you guys can donate to Corey Lee Boxing on Cash App for right now. Or like I said, man, I just been grinding, man. My monetization is messed up right now. So I just been grinding, man. I do it because I love the sport. Boxing is my favorite sport. That's no lie. That can't hide that. But I just think that we need to grow. Corey Lee. Hey, yo, chill, bro. Crypto Colors, you're funny, dude. Yo, I leave that for you, man. You the ones that got your hands full. But yeah, man. Tomorrow we going live again, man, for sure. We going another banger between 3 and 5 tomorrow a.m. Eastern time. We're gonna be going live again tomorrow, man. So I would say between 2 and 4, but I'm gonna give myself, between 3 and 5 a.m. tomorrow Eastern time. We will be going live again. Um, so definitely check out Corey Lee Boxing live. On YouTube. You can check me out on Instagram as well at Corey Lee Boxing. And yeah, man, this is Corey Lee Boxing, and you definitely been hit with another banger. Peace out, you guys. I'll be back on live tomorrow, man. Can't wait to see you guys, man. Smash the like button. We're just gonna get bigger and bigger. We're gonna grow it back up. Let's go.